said it.
Just because
You say yo, no, but it's not real. But it's hold on, is there such thing as race, Tiffany?
That's not the point, Kent. Stop.
It is the point.
Well, that's why everybody. It's the point for you and your ilk, but you can't like force that.
And with the ilk.
So, hold on. I don't know what. But look. So,
the ilk with the thing.
No, it's a word called
Brass. Is the ilk the mooses? That
it's real. It's a real. I haven't heard nobody say it in a minute. I haven't heard nobody say it.
Not on me, boy.
So say like Newton, right? So hey, you don't feel good that you don't.
Hell, she talking about elks up in here, man.
I said ilk.
Don't worry, I can dig it. She pulled out the vocabulary. I like that.
Went in on it. Hey,
look, Kent, she got a, but Miss Tiff got a point, because if you say that, that's gonna take over the whole thing. They're gonna miss the whole point of the. We could talk for 10 hours. That's all.
We live, nigga. Just for
we live. Look, so look, Isaac Newton made his discoveries. You're not proud of that?
That's why they don't like us, Kent, because they talk like this, Kent. Yeah, Kent,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my black audience, I'm actually not agreeing with Kent on this.
No.
Crazy.
I know me right.
So look, we don't appreciate. Look, we don't appreciate Einstein's accomplishments.
You all my black owls just been loving me over the years.
Come on,
that's a hell of a tactic.
A hell of a one.
Come on. So hold on. So you take away the pyramids from these niggas, and they depressed now.
I'm cussing. You cussing already.
My bad. Oh no, I said, well, yeah. But look, you take away the pyramids from these guys, right? And they depressed now.
You got me depressed with it.
Yeah, but that's not even.
And I know I'm the dog killer. You depressed me. I feel like a slight depression there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you kind of got me, yo. You kicked door policy. Look, I was standing there, the door and got kicked out.
You got too much kicked door.
Yeah, that's too much kicked.
Because look, hold on. The reason that's insane. The reason that's insane is because one, even if it was some dark-skinned Africans that did it, wasn't African Americans. So now how connected do we have to be? How connected do we have to be?
That's a little different.
But Kent, if you say that, you understand, like, that's its own. That statement alone is its own show. And whatever we talk about, as soon as you say that, it ain't gonna matter, bro. That's all they're gonna leave with is that.
Then they suit over. We gotta leave them niggas.
Well, we know that much. You ain't saying no. I agree with you there, bro.
I mean, my bad. I didn't mean to say it. Hold on, I can't say nigga, but the song say nigga.
Coming. We heard you. We can hear you. You ain't have music behind you. Has a music
behind you. You can't say it, but you just said it twice.
My bad.
Where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot. Where that money at? Fuck you. In that fake watch. Where that money at? Yeah. Slipping on my pimpin', nigga, never that. Always had more women than bitches, nigga, roger that. Money is the root of all evil. Get the fuck back. We been brainwashed from a fetus just to get scratch that. Now I'm on a mission just to get dope. Physical or crypto. From the 9 to 5 or a kick dope. When shit get cold, like the hometown of Klitschko. Vladimir, your boys out of here with the sick flow. Now I ain't no rushing, but I'm rushing through this budget. Turn the booth into a gun, raise the way I'm busting. Cop the whole onion, then I got it from my cousin. In and out of traffic, toll tagger, we be hustling. Understand the shine first and realize your time worth. Can't be rich until you enrich your mind first. But I'ma be ignorant with my black ass and probably swipe my black card to blind black mask. Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas that ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, in that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas that ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, in that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. That moolah, that cheese, that fettuccine, that guala is what a nigga after, so holla at me tomorrow. I'm looking for investors to throw some bread at the startup. Straight to the top, I'm cream of the crop with the product. Money isn't everything, but in this society, you gotta have funds to have fun, so don't lie to me. 153 million the fucking lottery. World keeps spinning, I just mold it like fucking pottery. Fuck that poverty shit, my niggas gotta get rich. Hip hop over everything like hippopotamus clicks. Niggas wanna hate, they be on some anonymous shit. People wanna relate, they wanna be a part of my clique. We are not with the shits, the toilet did not get fixed. All less fail, every door come off the hinge. $1 million in my bank account, the sweetest revenge. 75% in the savings, making some sense. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, in that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah, niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, in that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Man, Black African Power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging this bitch, man. We got the pseudo killer army on the platform, man. And we got the pseudo killers on the platform, man. Hey, Kent, we need to get right into this shit, man. The hell with that. Kent, what you say? It don't matter if the Egyptians are what? What happened? I'm listening. We're going to get straight into this conversation. We normally got a number of 50 before we get started. But, man, that take you said was way too hot, man. You got me over here a little bit shaky, man. I'm all in my feelings. So what happened, Kent?
You can hear me?
I can hear you loud.
All right, just making sure my mic working, man. Testing. So, look. So, if the goal is that these guys want to be Egyptians, or they want the Egyptians to be black, or they want to be direct ancestors of the Egyptians, if all of this is because the Egyptians were a great civilization, they built the pyramids, so on and so forth, right? If that's the case, then, you know, they can look at it like this. You don't have to take the pyramids from them. You don't have to take the Egyptian accomplishments from them, because it was a human endeavor, meaning we can still be proud, because there's only one race, the human race, and just be proud that
See, the ancestors got you for that bull crap.
The ancestors put them right in the
matrix. Your species, man.
What happened? When you said all that, the ancestors came.
Oh man, but yeah, no, you can hear me now, though, right?
Yeah, say that.
You can hear me now, right? No, I'm saying, they should be proud of any accomplishments that humans have done, and they won't be so depressed about the pyramids not being ours and all of this other shit.
Funny, yo.
That's not normally how human beings do. For the record,
how you mean? No, look, we scientific, right?
Talking, look at you, zealous.
Oh no,
I jumped right in. You got. Go ahead.
Look. So we're proud of accomplishments from Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Galileo, all these guys too, right? They not African. They not black.
I don't feel proud about Albert goddamn Einstein.
What?
No,
so you don't like that Galileo had the telescopes, and we don't talk about that and be,
make me feel
enthusiastic
proud,
about it.
It don't make me feel proud.
As a human being, the moon landing don't make you feel proud that humans landed on the moon?
That's not where I get my inspiration from. I get inspiration where black people do it, Kent.
You limiting yourself.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
I'm gonna say this, yo. When we do that, look. When we only be proud of what.
Darwin.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. But look, when we only be proud of what black people done or people that look like us did, we limiting ourselves, yo. You messing up your happiness, yo. You stealing your joy, man. Because as soon as it fall apart and you find out you ain't an Egyptian, then you're depressed and you can't sleep at night, and you gotta argue with friends and cuss each other out and stuff like that. Right, well, I'm trying to help the community out, man.
Okay, let me hey Juju, because I know you gotta go. You doing some pseudo killer business. You want to weigh in on that statement right there? I don't agree with that.
Huh? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, like, are you vacuuming your car? Like, what's going on?
I mean, go ahead.
What is that?
That's the ancestors, the spirit coming through.
Jeez.
It's the spirit.
Oh boy. I don't know if I have a comment on it. I ain't gonna even lie.
Hold on, so y'all don't agree?
Man,
So hold on.
Man.
Nah, y'all scamming now. Y'all scamming now.
Oh, you gonna keep doing black
Y'all scamming. Hold on. So hold on. Oh, is it one race? Tell me that. Is it one race, the human race? Yes or no?
It's one race.
Is it only one race? Okay. No, we don't need no more else.
Let them get it
It's
out.
only one race, the human race, correct?
Yes, sir. You're right about that.
So why are we limiting ourselves to only liking one set of humans' accomplishments? Please continue.
Go ahead, Juju.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Can you please state the question one more time?
Oh, we don't want to hear Ken.
What you said? There's no race.
Do you feel robbed if you find out that we didn't? We wasn't the Egyptians. Do you feel like that robs you of your joy, that they ain't your accomplishment?
That's a different question. Personally,
I'm gonna let American Dream on here. He gonna show you how.
Yeah, let him on here. He said he want to comment.
Come on, American Dream. He gonna show you the error of your ways.
American Dream gonna say he gonna
watch.
be
Gonna put it.
Watch.
Personally, for me, I'm satisfied with knowing that indigenous Africans had some great accomplishments, okay? Including, ancient Kemet and the pyramids. Personally, for me, that's good enough for me. But I am also aware, and I'm very proud to say that I'm a descendant of West Africans, and that's a whole different culture and has a whole different line of cultural nuances. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I don't live in a fantasy world. I'm all good. I'm all good with the Great Wall of Benin and all that. You know what I'm saying? Moving on.
True indeed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you know, Kent. No, I think. Listen, that's why I said that's Kent and his ilk.
The elks, like the wild elks.
Back to the elks.
Educate them. Hey, I just want to
back on the wild elks.
I love
it. Wait. I just want to say something. So this is weird, right, and funny at the same time because it's like for the last 2 days, me and Miss Tiffany have been teaching definitions. Like we had a small class of ampersand, and ampersat yesterday, which I didn't realize. Like people don't know what that is, but it's cute. You see what I'm talking about?
I heard about 3-4 wild words. The man said
the @ sign. It's the @ sign. You don't need amper. It's the @ sign.
It's called an ampersat.
What about the elemental P? Elemental PO.
I'm gonna hook up my microphone. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
You stupid.
Remember the elemental PO on Smash Show? Yo, say it's the elemental PO.
See how they drown me out? I don't feel like you.
Go ahead.
It's the ampersand and ampersat, but I'll mute.
What? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think it's important for us to recognize and have appreciation for our, cultural and ethnic accomplishments in world history. Everybody does that. It's not an issue. It doesn't mean that as humans, we don't find it great, the advancements of us as humans. I think it's great that we've made advancements and the advancements that are to come. But yeah, if something is close in alignment with you and who you are, then there's nothing wrong with feeling pride in that. So I'm also not saying that Kent. No, hold on, Kent. I'm also not saying there ain't other people that feel like Kent from different groups, because there are. But I'm saying no, we don't all have to take that on, and nobody should try to force that on us, because that's like forcing religion on people. So we're not about to do that up in here. So this is a prime example of PK not being an echo chamber or a monolith.
That's a prime example right there. Okay. Hold on. I want one more buffer in between you, American Dream. One more buffer, because I already know how you're going to go with it. Gideon Block, what's up? What do you think about what Ken says? You can't talk. Attention on. Brass.
I can talk.
Oh, you can talk? All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hell no. Is everybody vacuuming their car?
Nah, man. Look,
you
come on. You already know I'm out here working now.
All right.
Don't be doing me like that.
Man, turn the crane down. Tell them we live. Turn the truck off.
I'm sorry.
Turn the
I turned the pressure washer off.
It's like that dripping water sound that Sunchild had. I can't do it.
Go ahead. What do you think about what Kent said? This is a very highly intelligent statement that Brother Kent made. But go ahead. What do you
It
think?
is, but I can also appreciate what Juju just said. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I ain't gonna take Black Egypt now because that ain't my shit.
Yeah,
Just
we ain't talking
saying.
Egypt. We
I'm
ain't
not
going.
Egyptian. I'm West African more so than anything else. So that being said, I'm not gonna harp on the Northeast African.
Man, no, answer the question. Don't jump off on Egypt yet. We're gonna get that. We black to Egypt, though. We're gonna
He
get
ready
there.
to pounce. He ready to pounce.
Yeah, you ready to pounce already. Hold on. We talking about how
He
important
said
is
ready to pounce.
it?
It is important though. Like I said, I rock with what Kent's saying. Like all what we do as humans is human endeavors.
Okay.
So we should really be proud of what we accomplish as humans, period.
So you're on Kent's side. Okay. Damn, I
But I
thought
do appreciate, like I said, I do appreciate what Juju said, because when you have close affinity to a thing, you
Mhm.
know, if your family is involved, per se, I'm gonna give you an example. If your family is involved in something and over the next side you got just regular people involved in something, what you gonna be closely, what you gonna have more affinity to? Your
You're gonna
family
go,
or the other
you're gonna go for
people?
your family. They play
You're gonna go
NFL
for your
football.
family.
You're gonna go with your favorite team could be somebody else. You're gonna, you know what I mean? You're gonna go with the
Once you're
team. Yeah.
exactly there you
Okay, but
go.
Kent don't get that. Hey, American Dream. Come on. I already know how you're gonna go with this. Let's talk. Unmute yourself. Come on, American Dream. You might can't talk. Brass.
It's not that I don't disagree with Ken. I agree with him. And I think deep down we all probably do agree with him. My only thing is you got
Don't
to be
double talk.
strategic.
Don't
No,
double
no,
talk.
no. You got to be strategic with the medicine. You got to be tactical with that medicine too. You can't just jump out there and shift 99.9% of thinking because they're gonna miss whatever else you're talking about. So he right. I just don't think
Right.
that's his own show, its own conversation. If it was a book, it'd be its own book. You can't put that as a chapter because that's gonna change. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna affect, but Kent always trying to kick the door. That's just Kent kick
Kick
door.
the
He can't
damn
just come
house
in
out the
small. He
fucking.
don't ring your doorbell. He don't knock on the door. He just start kicking on your damn door. That's how you know Kent door.
Okay. All right, so everybody got theirs in. Let me say this. When in Rome, do what the goddamn Romans do. And what the Romans do is, they big up their high cultures. They big up their culture. They fight for the firsts and the seconds and the thirds, and they do that because that's what human beings do. So it's a real unnatural thing. Trust me, it's actually an unnatural thing to start worrying about the greater picture, the greater whole, right? You focus right here. So when I'm cheering basketball, no matter what my favorite team is, I'm cheering for the damn team that my daughter is on or my son is on. Family first, goddammit. We know there's a greater human family, but goddamn it, we talking about something that look like us. So everybody does that. It's when it get out of control that I'm against. When it gets extreme foolery and start the line and cheating and stealing is the problem I had with it. Right? So I like Lewis Lattimore. I actually
Yes.
think what Lewis Lattimore brought to the table was greater than any goddamn thing a continental African did in Egypt.
Make that point, Bobby.
See, y'all got it wrong. Y'all looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 who did it first. We talking about innovation. We talking about we talking about the human computers to help put the fucking, the spaceship on the moon. Sisters. I think that was a super great accomplishment. They went back, one of the sisters went back and got an ancient equation from Greece and brought it forward and helped them get on the moon. They helped set up the IBM computers. They were serious. I think that's better than anything a hunter-gatherer or an Egyptian could have done. So I'm black and I'm proud. Not only black and I'm proud, I'm black and I'm proud talking about American, black American and proud. And I think to go through everything we went through was more spectacular than any other group has ever went through. That's just how I feel. The largest forced migration on earth, ladies and gentlemen, of a population being displaced, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't in goddamn Egypt. It was actually coming from West Africa, Central Africa to the Americas. And the Bay to go through all that turmoil and to come on the side of the mic and say I'm black and I'm proud, and didn't understand all the scientific concepts and ideas, and then said I have a profound respect for humanity as a whole, but still know I got to take care of my family. So that's where I'm at with it. Balance this goddamn conversation out. American Dream. I know you're gonna come in with something. You're gonna kill. I had to get that. I had to get the heartstrings a little bit before you start talking. Go ahead, American Dream. How you doing, brother? Okay, he ain't got his phone. Ain't working.
Yep.
We can hear you, Kent.
Yeah, now I was gonna say, you know, it is the medicine, right, Brass? But this is what it is. So y'all snatch the pyramids away from them. They sick. They ready to call you out your name. They ready to go to war with you, right? I'm trying to give it back to them under a different perspective, so they can have the pyramids back. But this is how they got to look at it. Like, look, hey, we did that. Who's we? Africans. Who the Africans? We all fundamentally African, according to evolution. Correct?
No, I agree. I agree. The thing is, Ken, I agree with you. I'm just saying, I'm also paying attention to who we talking to. Most of these people is maniacs when it comes to this subject. So what I'm saying is your point could be missed if you're not strategic with it, tactical with it. You can't just snatch the whole thing and then think somebody gonna get it, because they're not. Now you saying that to us, we get what you're saying. I'm just saying when you just put that out to the populace, you can't just it's like giving out a vaccine. Look how crazy they went for something to save their life. They didn't even get it.
Don't get what he's saying, but carry on.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Now you the only one. You the only one. If they don't get it, hold on. You the only one that don't get it. Because look, hold on. Because when Ankh say, goddamn, hold on. When Ankh say that Africans built the pyramid, or Africans are Egyptians, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's still not saying what Smashing them is saying. He's saying Africans built the pyramids. He ain't saying African Americans built the pyramids. Mm-hmm. He ain't even saying black people built the pyramids. He's saying Africans built the pyramids. And that could look like a whole lot of different variety of humans, right?
Who is this cussing in the chat? Where the moderators at? Hey, look, hey, Spin Barrel.
I can't even see the chat.
Yeah, you can't be cussing like that, man. That's come on, yo. You gotta say stuff that you would actually say in a person's face, and it can't be over this. We ain't even get deep into the conversation yet, man.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, don't give them no attention.
Boys, come on, yo. I'm just saying, we gotta come on, man. Let's keep a decorum in here. Everybody got a right to their opinion, right?
Yeah, moderators can kick them out.
We're not kicking. We
ain't kicking people out. We ain't kicking them out, man. Just stop talking that way, Spin Barrel. Come on, yo. Use a better word. Let me see. I refuse to listen to that wild dude. Yeah. That's better.
Okay, don't listen to me then. Go to another channel. Oh, my bad. I know.
Yeah, we want you to come to Community Skeptics. Hold on. I don't know about Kent. It's almost a kick door policy over here. We're gonna say, come on with your hands up. We're gonna do that first. Ken ain't asking no question. He's just kicking the door, and he's gonna see he's identified the house that they think is selling drugs, and we running up in there. I'm gonna stand outside and with the bullhorn a couple times. That's how I'm doing.
No, but I mean, they know the rules. I mean, if he on there cussing somebody out,
you ain't
or whatever.
cussing. Yeah, you ain't doing that.
Yeah, I mean, just the moderators got to get on them and either delete his comment or give him time out. You know. Yeah.
Well, I think
we got to address him like that.
Yeah, I think he can actually he can manage himself with that.
Yeah, Ken, I vehemently disagree with your stance in this space. So it's not, and it ain't only me.
No, that's cool. So do you disagree with Aunt saying that
you have to go down the rabbit hole?
The Egyptians are African?
That is not the point. The only thing I disagree with is not recognizing the accomplishments of your specific group.
Okay.
Like your family.
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna see my extended.
I understand that.
I understand those who look like me, right? That's how most people do it. I know there's some people who don't, but I don't agree with that.
I'm just saying to keep these brothers from being depressed, to keep these guys from being depressed. When they find out that an accomplishment isn't theirs.
Yeah, I'm not of that ilk. So I don't
right. No, I know you ain't.
I'm good on that. But I'm also,
y'all know who I'm talking about.
But also as a human, I'm also proud and ecstatic and and all these other feelings about the things that human beings, period, have done and will do. So both and.
Sosa, did you hear the question?
No.
Go ahead, give it to him, Ken. No. We start off.
Nah, me and Sosa talked about it, I think, yesterday. I was telling them about, being proud of human accomplishments, period, instead of just worrying about what your, they getting mad because, not, the panel or whatever, but, certain people getting mad because when you tell them they're not Egyptians, it takes away that accomplishment for them, of their ancestors. It means, oh, we didn't build the pyramids. Oh, we didn't have a great civilization in ancient history.
Yep. Go ahead, Sosa.
Yeah, the conversation we was having was kind of centered around, science and different endeavors. You know what I'm saying? And basically, when you like there's, I wouldn't set aside, your cultural importance, like your pride for your group. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of, when you start talking scientific accomplishments, different achievements, you don't view them as a slap in the face to you. It's a scientific endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So because Charles Darwin wasn't black, that should not offend you. That doesn't say anything about you. You know what I'm saying? Or your intelligence level, and you shouldn't feel a need to now look back 5,000 years in Egypt and find something that you can correlate to that to say, well, we had that too. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where our conversation was at last night.
So,
please, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Please, just let me know when it's my turn.
It's your turn. It's your turn. Turn your mic up.
Your mic low though.
Mic up. Yeah.
The ancestors already getting you.
Already getting you.
Already on you.
Turn up on American Dream.
Is that any better?
Yeah, a little bit. Just speak up. You like you hiding.
Yeah, I got my mic on the highest level possible.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm not trying to speak low. So I'm not sure. I've been having some issues lately.
Knock the dirt out your voice thing out the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me another second. I got a call coming in. Give me a second.
All right. So American Dream gonna make you realize how important it is to understand and relate to your ethnic identity. I think it's very important to relate to that. African Americans think it's important too, to different varying degrees. Remember I did that study? I showed y'all the study from the Pew Research, right? Without even telling the person they think that. So, it's to each his own on that. But yeah, while recognizing the human accomplishments, we take pride when someone that looks like us actually does something, and we're a special case, right? And you got to know that. And if you don't realize, we have a history in modern times, from the 1600s, moving this direction of going through profound oppression. Remember, I told you we was part of one of the largest forced migrations on planet Earth, and it was in Egypt. Whole millions of people got displaced. To the tune of what I think it was 12 million, right? 12 million people wasn't displaced out of Egypt. I know people talk about it as if it was, but that's not true. 12 million people displaced from Western Central Africa. The majority come from that. That's unprecedented, right? Largest forced migration. And so when you do that to a population, they literally lose their history, right? I'm gonna say this again. When something like that happens, you literally lose your history in a time where your history should not be lost, because humans were reading and writing. Now, if we was in Stone Age time, right, you migrate 300 miles in another direction, where you migrated from, there's no history to follow that. You keep these stories going as long as you can. And you know how I go. I could start at Miss Tiff and end that American Dream. By the time I get to him, the whole thing would be different. So it was always important to understand your cultural stories in your cultural container. Your creation myths and stories. These are important. It brings out certain nuances. The advent of science gave you human origins. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. The biblical narrative, why I laugh when black people gravitate to that, it's really a cultural story, a tribal story. It's a clan. What's the clan? The Hebrew clan. Because they become God's chosen people. Why? Why are they God's chosen people? Because they wrote it and said they was. Okay? Egyptians, they had creation stories. Each pharaoh starts his own new story. Tribes, West Africa, Central Africa, Australia, Eskimos, Native Americans, they all have their tribal. Native Americans say they always been there because that's what their story says. Certain tribes. So obviously, human beings made it important to understand their cultural origins. It's not to the advent of science where your biological origin, where humanity's origin became important. Prior to that, you didn't know about the world. You didn't care. You cared about who you was, who you identified with. And this is important. And that's what African Americans lost. We lost our identity. And so that's why we gravitate to stories of Egypt. It's on Africa. They dark skinned. Well, the Hebrews, we gravitate to all these things because we don't know our damn story. But does not take away from the importance, right? It's self-worth, right? Being part of a group. It's important to be a part of a group, pseudo killers, that we don't all think the same, but we have a common thread that we're trying to find our story. We want to understand the world through the lenses of nature. Although we disagree on certain points, right? The thread that holds us together will be that we will use as best we can the experts in the scientific method. But never get it fucked up. It's important to have cultural stories. That is important. Two separate things: the origin of humanity and your cultural story. Go ahead, American Dream. Why did you echo?
Yeah, peace. Thanks.
Damn, you brought the echo.
Am I echoing?
Yeah.
Is that me echoing?
All right, go ahead. You good now? Go ahead.
If I'm echoing, I'm gonna have to make my exit because too much.
No, you good. All I gotta do is mute myself out. Go ahead. Answer the question.
Okay, awesome. Wait, did you ask me a question?
No, I already know. You heard what Ken said.
Yeah, and I kind of came in to. I think I agree more with Ken than with your point. And I've always had this issue that I've always wanted to address with you. And I think that this kind of makes for a good entry point. Because I think when you had the debate with Sekou, a couple of like after the debate, and whenever you speak with Sekou, when it comes to you talking about African spirituality versus science, whenever it's against African, you always kind of big up your Americanness. I think you even said that black people's power, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to quote you. You said black people's power was in their citizenship. I specifically remember you saying that. And if
Absolutely.
that's true, right? And if that's true, shouldn't we be, if our power is in our citizenship, shouldn't we be more focused on our being American than our being black? Because I still fail to see where the power in the blackness part comes from. I think I absolutely agree with you that our power is in our citizenship in terms of the rights we have. Like if we think about I'm sorry, if we think about all of the rights that we have that we really value, those things are what was given to us as citizens of America. The right to free speech, own guns, all of those things are rights we have because we're American, not because we're black, not because we're African. The things that we really value are the things that we have because we're American. And that's where our power lies, and we should focus on those things. And I think, you know what I mean, like when we ignore those things, we're kind of ignoring where our power is. And our power
Freeze.
really is
All
in
right.
our
Freeze.
Americanness.
Freeze. We heard you.
And when we
Mute that for a second.
sure.
Mute out. That way we won't echo. So here's the fundamental mistake that American Dream is making. Damn near sound good. But did he forget we had to fight for those rights? They didn't give that shit to us. They gave it to Americans. we had to fight for that shit because we were slaves. Slaves don't have that. For 400 years, you didn't have that. It wasn't given to you. You couldn't even be in court. You couldn't even be represented in court. Remember that? But remember, it was 7 people that started. You got to mute out American Dream because you echo. Listen, remember, it was 7 people at New Amsterdam, right? 4 Africans and 3 indentured servants, white boys, right? They could go to court, defend themselves. The African couldn't. So we had to fight for those rights. Remember, you had to get federal legislation passed, right? Civil rights movement, all these things. We didn't have none of that shit you talking about, bro. So if we forget that, then we sitting up here like we fucking happy ass Americans. I ain't never said I was a super happy American.
Can
I said, no, let me finish. Then I'm gonna let you finish. So although what you're trying to say is why not be happy to be Americans? What I'm saying is we had to fight to be Americans. We had to fight to get those laws over. There was no need for Martin Luther King and them to petition the Supreme Court if what you're saying is actually true. So that's why I'm always Black and I'm proud, Black American, African American from day one. Proud of that. And being an American citizen is goddamn part of that because we fought in every damn war. We earned it. World War I, World War II, Bay of Pigs, Korean War, war on drugs, nigga. I was in that war too. You know what I mean? War on drugs was a war in the Black community. The war was waged in the Black community, bro. Fentanyl, waged in the Black community. Ronald Reagan, right? Public enemy number. He said all that. That was war waged in the Black community. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So through all of this, yo, you goddamn right, I'm Black and I'm proud. And I say I'm Black and I'm proud for a political statement that let everybody know, nigga, we had to fight for these damn rights. So although Ken has a point, and I hear what you're saying, y'all cannot take out that part, yo. If you leave that part alone, yo, then all of a sudden we tend to melt back and forget that, yo. It's my job, right, to recognize that. Not to make it a weight. Not saying that, but it has to be a difference. If we can keep this discussion going and go around. Go ahead, American Dream. We can let other people weigh in on that. Go ahead, brother.
Indeed, I absolutely agree with you that we did fight for it, and you know our ancestors absolutely fought for the rights that we have now, and the reason they fought for it is because they valued it. They valued all of those rights that came with being an American. And that's why they fought for them. And for us to now not value what they fought for would be kind of like, you know, we would be doing them a disservice. The fact that they fought for it and the fact that if it was taken away from us, we would also choose to fight for it. The fact that we fight for it means that it's valuable. And that's where its value is. And we're gonna really fight for stuff that we value. And you know, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me address my son real quick.
So we know who said I'm not on the side that don't value American culture. Man, big up to where you at? Hold on. I want to put your comment up there. Man. Yeah, Kyle. Big up to Kyle. He said we built this motherfucker. If we ain't American, who is? Right. I said it was 7 people in New Amsterdam, which end up becoming New York, is what I said. 4 of them Africans. So being African American is American. Simple as that. So I'm not trying to separate myself from America at all. I'm simply saying that I'm an African American. I have a shared history with people that look like me, shared experiences that was different from most Europeans. I'm not taking away from the immigrants that came in, but we weren't no damn immigrants. We was kidnapped victims in forced labor camps, which they call the plantation. Born into the shit, beaten to the shit, robbed and stripped of our names. All that happened, bro. So I never like that. You will never see a self-respecting Jewish person lighten the load of the Holocaust. Never. So obviously it's important. Go ahead, American Dream. We're gonna move the conversation around so we don't get mad at each other.
Absolutely. To say in one breath that our power is in our citizenship, and then for your logo to be Black African Power, something that has nothing to do with American citizenship, it's kind of, you know what I mean. Even though we're trying to help, I think
Whoa.
it hinders more than it helps. And we should really be focusing on the
Wait,
power
what
that
did you
comes.
just say? Wait.
Oh,
Hold
let
on,
him
hold on.
rock. Then you get next, Brass. I'll let you get him
Okay.
next. Yeah,
Okay.
this American Dream, yo, he has a fucking unique view. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
let him get you.
And we also
Indeed.
gotta ask. Somebody gotta mute out. I want to ask this question because, yeah, we also gotta ask, like, where culturally do you hail from, American Dream?
Oh
Because
man.
that whole commentary, I think from Jamaica or something, right? Like, do you relinquish your entire Jamaican ancestry and your cultural identity as having some Jamaican roots? And I could be getting the country wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, it'd be mad wild when when folks have such a strong opinion about how Black Americans are supposed to identify, right? We're not relinquishing our historical accomplishments and what our ancestors went through to get us where we are, and that's not being a victim. That's being proud of our lineage and understanding would it not be for them, we wouldn't be here today in the way we are. There's a lot of strength and value and worth. And that does not make us not American. In America, there are many subcultures, many subcultures in America. And America celebrates that. So we are not exempt from being able to celebrate our specific ethnic value here in America.
What is African American culture?
Hold on, James. Before American Dream, after American Dream response, let me get in there.
James Covers. Hold on, before y'all get to talking, I want to know, like, where you from? Don't just dive in this motherfucker. What is African American culture, James? We're not gonna let you play that game. You could be from fucking Dublicky somewhere. Don't do us like that.
I already
Go
know
ahead,
where that's
Brad.
going. This shit about to get
No, it's not. No, it ain't. It ain't. No.
Go ahead, American
We ain't
Dream.
gonna
What
have
is
the war.
African American culture? Man, you
Let
just talk about
American Dream
somebody's mama,
respond
huh?
to that.
You might as well talk about somebody's mama. It's the same thing.
I
Watch.
know.
I'm gonna sit back. Watch.
Nah, I ain't gonna
I
get
want
it.
to know where you from. Come on, tell us where you
Go
from,
ahead,
bro.
American Dream.
Yeah, is the question about where everyone is from? Does that apply to me? Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it
everyone
applies
knows
to
where
you.
I'm from.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I am Jamaican by heritage. I
Thank
was born
you.
in Jamaica. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I came here when I was a teenager, a young teenager. But I've spent more of my life in America than anywhere else. And I consider myself to be an American, more at this point more than I consider myself to be a Jamaican. I have Jamaican parents, I have Jamaican heritage, but my values are American values. So I consider myself to be an American, and I wouldn't give up my American values for what I think people would consider to be Jamaican values.
All right, freeze. We heard you.
Switch them.
We got you. Good point. So,
I
so you do realize?
I wasn't really done answering. I think Miss Tiffany asked me a question that I really
No, we
didn't
got your point.
address
We
either.
just wanted to hear
Okay.
that. That's what Brad said. You know what's deep though? Mute out real quick. You know what's deep? That if we talking about values, it was the civil rights movement. It was all the freedom fighters, right, wrong, or indifferent, from the Nation of Islam talking shit, because that's all they really did. And Black Panther Party that stood up for the people, whether he was black, green, or purple, right? The movement itself actually forced and made America stand up for the values that they claimed they had. They wasn't following their values, American Dream. You got to be living on Mars somewhere. If you think a value system consists of disrespecting a dude because he's black and you stupid because of the skin color, that you supposed to be relegated to poverty and not get the same choice that everybody else got, what type of value system is that? That's a wild value system where white people are more important than the other citizens. That's not, we place no value on that. And the fact that they had placed value on it, but the pen and paper said different. The pen and paper said all men was created equal, bro. That's what it said on the paper. And it was Black African power that made them say, hold on, dog. Hold on, dog. Hold on now. The pen is mightier than the goddamn sword. You wrote that shit. We didn't write it. You wrote that, right? Your forefathers that started this motherfucker wrote that shit. The Constitution, nigga, follow that shit. Where's our rights as citizens? Civil rights, nigga, where that's at? You talking about value? Nigga, we made them follow the value system. We made them see value in their own shit that they wrote. How do we know? I keep saying it. We went and petitioned to the goddamn Supreme Court, full of white people. We petitioned to the rest of the world. The rest of the world seen the wild. How the hell can the police department supposed to be protect American citizens let loose wild ass German shepherds on trained German shepherds? Meaning they say, get them. If they say stop, the dog stop. Get them and chew up kids, college students, old women. How the hell does the fire department, they charge to put out fires no matter what color you is, spray them down with tons of pressure and knock babies down the street. White people throwing bottles in it. Nigga, you can't eat right here. Now you can go in the back of the restaurant, but you can't sit here. What values is that? Martin Luther King made them. Martin Luther King taught them what it was to be fucking American, dog. So you might be right, so I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna get off that. Hold on. I'm gonna get off of it because I'm getting a little hot. I'm a little hot around this hole. Don't nobody say nothing. Let me catch my goddamn breath.
Yeah,
I thought it was the African American that forced them to follow the fucking values. It wasn't the white boys. Come on, dog. They was vehemently against it. It took the federal government to make this. You know how the system works. It's the federal government and the states. The states was still bucking. That's why you had to take the marshals to take the little girl to school. What value system was that? It was there on paper, nigga, but they wasn't following. That's all I want to say. How great is the African American? How great is the Black American? Come on, dog. You can't say that, yo.
Talk to him, Bobby. Talk to him, Bobby Finger.
Let me get in there.
Just real quick, please. We should judge America based on what's written on the paper, not by the people who don't live up to it. That's what our Black ancestors that fought to be Americans, that's what they understood, that America was not those white people that was misrepresenting what America stood for. They actually stood up for what America stood for. And if anything, that should make us value being American even more. Everything you're saying, Ankh, only proves my point that we should be, as Black Americans, since in your head it's Black Americans that made America what it is, we should be standing up for our American values, and we shouldn't put anything in place of it. You're only saying it's more valuable.
I never said anything. And I'm saying you wouldn't. Hold on. See, I got him again. Money talking bullshit walk. Industrial Revolution. I'm going to say this again. Money talk and bullshit walk. So if you got a surplus of free fucking labor that you can work this shit out from sun up to sundown, man, you're going to have a powerful nation, bro. I tell you what, nigga. Let me say this. And I ain't talking to you, American Dream. I'm talking to the people who don't know no damn better. Let me tell you something, yo. Take this group of people on the panel and in the chat and go ahead and give us 500 years of free labor, yo. Not only free labor, right? But the world economy based off of free labor, yo. We will catch up in an instant. We will surpass everybody. That's what you got to look at. We talking about the global economy of wild ass values. And it slowly got broken down over time. That's why I talk about Charles Darwin. He's one of the first things that made the shit fall. BOP, abolitional movements. All these things was a slow walk, right? And it culminated with Martin Luther King and them, dog. Because even after slavery was illegal, they bred niggas. We talk about the forced breeding camps in America? Yo, don't make me start bringing out the homework. You know I got all the fucking homework. What type of value system is that? Is to throw a bunch of black kids in a fucking barn naked, you know what I'm saying, when they going through puberty. What type of shit is that, yo? So I don't know what you mean about people. Nigga, I'm saying it's people that follow rules and regulations, bro. You can write the shit all you want. They wrote that shit thinking about themselves. It was a great right. They wasn't thinking about everybody else. But then you gotta realize, nigga, you if it's what it really supposed to be, it's got to be everybody else. And that's where we stand now, right? It's black Americans. Why do I keep saying black Americans, not Americans? Because I'm black and I'm motherfucking proud, nigga. And I ain't never forgetting that shit. My kids ain't gonna never forget that. The value system in America was pushed forward by black people. That's what it was. And what else could it have been? They enslaved us, they bred us, they miseducated us, make a nigga use another bathroom some damn where as they give them mathematics to get you to the goddamn moon. The damn sister got to run all the way around the goddamn building to go piss. The damn sister got to use a damn coffee cup. She beating the shit out the white boys with the math. She can't use the same coffee cup. What the hell are we really talking about here? This ain't no damn conversation about that. Stop it. So, Kent, for you, that's why, you know what I'm saying, it's important to know our story, for real. That's why Brother Ankh fight. I can't speak for everybody else. I feel like it is essential.
Hold on. I never said it wasn't important. I never said it wasn't important. Okay, go ahead. All right,
I say it's important to start with our shit, then get you humanity. It's like an explosion. The explosion ends up at humanity. I'm just making a point here that's important for me. I can't talk about everybody else. That's why I can't stand niggas lying about Egypt, Native American shit, because I know how important it is to know your damn story. Not the fake story, not the made-up story, not the Hebrew Israelite story, not the cowboy and Indian story, not the fake Egyptian story, but your real story. It empowers you. It empowers you to understand what you really did after you went through all that wild ass shit that was meant to erase everything about you. And here we stand right here, yo, giving the right fucking information. We ain't talking about the Afrocentric community. We ain't talking about the Black Algae community. We talking about proud Black Americans, African Americans, Black and proud, and all that type of dudes sitting here right now, making sure we get the right story, not the fake story, because the fake story, the fake Egyptian story, that don't really help you. That's a fake motivation. And whenever you fakely motivated, yo, when you get in the game, your ass get beat. Yeah, I'm done. Y'all can have this motherfucker.
Hey, hold on.
Let me get in real quick, bro. Okay, I'm trying to finish something up. No, I wasn't saying we shouldn't appreciate our, black people's accomplishments at all. I'm saying, but we have the accomplishments of black people shit to be proud of, and the rest of humanity shit to be proud of, because we humans at the end of the day, 99.9% the same. So we can't say in one breath, we rock with evolution and all of humanity is 99.9% the same, and we all Africans. Like I can't remember who said. I think Andy said it a couple of weeks ago. We can't say we all Africans, and then when we talk about celebrating each other's accomplishments or humanity's accomplishments, now we not as proud. Like nah. But I ain't never say don't celebrate like George Washington Carver with the peanut or anything like that. Like I don't know. That wasn't none of my sentiments.
But you ain't going that far, huh, Kent?
No, I'm saying no. Look, because he's and at the end of the day, if y'all want to celebrate it even more because he's black, then cool, go ahead. But don't if it's somebody that ain't black, don't feel like it's any less of an accomplishment for humanity. Don't feel less proud of it. You know what I'm saying?
That, but give me an example. Give me an example.
You got Domo and some other people in the back, I think, just so you know.
Everybody should be up by now.
Where's Domo at? Hold on, let me respond.
I don't see Domo on here. I'll make room for you, Domo.
Somebody gotta go. I do it and drop off so you can get on. Or Marcus want to get on too. Let me just say my piece. Hey, I know I don't mean this disrespectfully to all the Jamaicans, but I get a little tired of like Jamaicans, bro. And listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get off. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. But I'm getting a little tired of Jamaicans, like foreign, any kind of foreign situation. Like you was from there, and then you come here and start saying what we not doing. You could fix Jamaica too. You know that, right? Like you can if you want to be no. Let me say this and I'm gonna
go
jump
back
off.
to Africa.
No, you don't even sound
if I gotta
Jamaican
go
to
back
keep
to
it 100,
Jamaica,
but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Africa.
No,
If
you
I
see
gotta
that
go back to Jamaica,
I hear it coming.
take your ass back to Africa.
Let me finish talking, G.
You are no more American
than
me. I never told you
Let
I
me
was
finish
Jamaican. I said I'm
talking,
an
G.
American.
See, this is what
I
happens,
told you I
man.
was
You
an
can't
American.
even
Address me as
fix
an
the
American.
volume on your mic. You want to fix America.
If I'm a Jamaican, you're an African.
Let me finish talking.
I don't got to
First
hear shit
off,
from an African.
when we talk about
I don't have to listen to an African tell me about being American.
All right, we freeze. All right, we freeze. Everybody freeze.
See, if everybody saw it my way, wouldn't be no argument.
Nah, but we all showed decorum when he was talking. I couldn't barely
let
tell.
him get it out. Let him get it out, American Dream. I know you had to respond because he hit you with the Jamaican shot. So I get
Nah, but because that happens a lot, especially. Go ahead, let it out.
An American. You're an African.
Go ahead, let it out.
You're not even an American. You don't even want to be an American.
Let it out. I know. Let it out.
All right, let him talk though. You can't cut him off.
I know. Bet you don't have $1 million.
You gotta let him finish though. You gotta let him finish. We gotta have decorum. I like the conversation. Right? It's heated.
No African can tell me about how to be an American.
Go ahead, let it out, bro.
Dream. Come on, American Dream. You normally do better than this. He got you with the Jamaican shit.
Exactly.
Got under the skin.
Okay, I ain't never seen nothing get on your skin. Now we know. If you want to get them back, say, yo, you a Jamaican nigga.
Yeah, once he said, I don't mean to offend anybody, I was like, you finna say something offensive. I already knew.
Going down that road.
Hey, American Dream. Jamaica, take your asses.
You gotta go back there. He said if he gotta go back.
All right, so but you was born in Jamaica. I wasn't born in Africa. But moving forward,
your ass back to Africa.
Hold on, but he said you was born in Jamaica though.
You said you was born in Jamaica.
We just talked about how messed up it was.
Egypt. Why don't you go back to Egypt?
Hey, can you mute him so I can finish?
All
right. American Dream, stop. We're gonna stop.
I don't want to
talk. All right, we're gonna
crazy.
Yo, what happened in Jamaica to you, bro? Like, real hostile.
This conversation right here. This right here.
You told me to go back, yo.
Let Brad get it out, man.
We was just in the server talking about how several of us have been to Jamaica and love it. I'm just saying, just for the record.
How much we love Jamaica. Damn.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Jamaica.
Big it up, J.A. Big it up, y'all.
Coming here telling me what I should do.
Something happened to that brother in Jamaica, man.
So anyway, he probably can't. No more ad homs. I ain't gonna do that. But yo, United States is the only reason they in the position that they in is because it's the only country that was built for free. So at the end of the day, I want you to understand something. All right, and anybody, I ain't talking directly to you. They didn't do this for us to be American. They weren't treating us. Forget treating us like Americans. They weren't treating us like humans. Forget they didn't even treat us like we were even human beings. So we didn't fight for the right to be American. We didn't fight for the right to be a part of this country. They didn't even follow the Constitution. They had to treat us like humans first. We still trying to get the American part.
Yeah,
so Martin Luther King brought
Hold on, yo. I misspoke, bro. Hold on for a minute, American Dream. American Dream, freeze. American Dream,
I'm talking to him.
Like a human,
gotta mute him.
I'm not talking to you.
Listen.
The African treaty didn't treat you like
hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute.
You're African.
Hold on for a minute, yo. Come on, yo. If you blur it out one more time, you're gonna go in the black hole for a while.
Black hole.
I understand the discussion is heated. Me and you didn't cuss each other out before, American Dream. We way past that now. It's better for us to actually be heard, yo, than cuss each other out like maniacs, yo. Trust me, yo. I'm the leader of the maniac pack. Can't think he fucking kicked door. I'm maniac. I'm cussing niggas out, talking about your mother, and I mean it. Enough of that, though. We're not doing that. We don't gotta do that, right? The conversation is important. Obviously, you care about your Jamaican roots. It's good to hear that, bro. All right, and you love being an American citizen. We ain't the group to trip off of that, bro. See, I know what it means to be an American citizen, but Brad said something that was real serious, yo. Right? If you're gonna really lead off with the conversation, yo, to be honest with you, they didn't look at us as human beings, right? And that's why I talk about Charles Darwin, because he brought us back to the human family. On some real shit, that's why when you get to talking about we all lovely humans, nigga, they ain't think we was fucking humans to Charles Darwin in the 1800s. Yo, count back now. They actually didn't think we was humans. I mean, the thing we cherish these days, the scientific community, yo, the scientific community, which was spewing pseudo-isms, that's why the community don't trust it. Let me tell a goddamn story. Because it was science that said we wasn't human and everybody else was, bro. So we need to really get all this shit in order and get it straight. Brass, you right. We had to fight to be fucking humans first. Go ahead, Brass. I just want to bring that out.
Can I speak to that?
No, but go ahead, Ken. I just wanted to say that.
Quick.
No, let me just finish real quick.
And then you next, Kent.
Hey,
Kent,
sometimes
I ain't fighting you, Kent. Like, cause I agree with everything you're saying.
Hey, you guys feel in the background too. I'm a
Oh no, we good.
I'm a bow out
Damo in, and then I'll come back later and let everybody get their bill.
Yeah, I'll come back later. But no, I just wanted to get that point out because
you can't go nowhere, Sosa.
When you keep saying American and African American and this, that, and the other, at that time we wasn't fighting to be Americans. It was just the simple fact of them just treat us like base human beings. So I understand that to be proud of it and this and the other. And trust me, American Dream, I wasn't throwing a shot at you, but American is like a nationality. You could be a Jamaican American, bro. Like you, it just seems like when you talking, I don't really know you that well, so that's why I would never throw an ad hom at you. But it's just when you talking, you don't sound like a Jamaican American. You just sound like a American. Period. Like you just forgot Jamaica, you forgot Africa. It's like you forgot everything. We know we fought for what we do. I'm very proud to be African American, but at the end of the day, I understand the actual history. America's values, that I don't even know what that means. Like, I mean, like other than the Constitution, which they don't even practice that on themselves. They don't even use it in regards to politics. They only use it. I mean, they just storm the Capitol. They don't care about no American values. I have no interest in having American values. I want to be a human being, a good father to my son, a good husband to my wife. Start there. So all this American and this and that, you could throw around all these nationalities. You could throw around all the nationalities you want, but if you don't get respected as a base human being first, it don't matter. And I'll bow out so Marcus could jump in.
Where you at, Marcus? Hit the link, Marcus.
I don't know. I wanted to say something.
Go ahead, James.
So I want to. I'm going to preface this because I want to say like who I am and where I'm from. So, my family is from Trinidad and Tobago, but I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My birth certificate says Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Okay. So I am an American. Period.
Okay.
I grew up in the 90s. I am an American. I know everything that a 90s black kid would have known in the 90s, a teenager in the 2000s, and a young adult in the 2010s. So I have no connection to Trinidad and Tobago, but just my parents have their nationality there. They know genetic Trinidad and Tobago.
I get it.
So my thing is, when I ask the question, what is American culture?
Oh, American. I thought you said African American culture.
No, yeah, African American culture. My bad. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's
African American culture. I've been having this discussion with like some of my friends. It seems like when you try to look up like African American culture, like do we even have material culture? Is there like an African American architecture? Is there an African American language? Is there an African American thing that separates us from the general population of America? Because my argument is that black culture is just an imitation of white culture.
Oh, no.
Because we've been removed from that African element in the Caribbean. And here's the thing that I ain't like with Brad, because he treated it as if African Americans were the only ones who went through this. He said that they built America off of free labor. Same with Jamaica, same with Trinidad, same with Puerto Rico, same with all these other places they sent slaves to. And not only just African slaves, but the indigenous people there too. So America is not unique. The only unique part about the United States is that the enslaved people that were brought here lived longer. You would be punished if you started a slave rebellion. Some of those people were sent to the Caribbean because they knew that they were going to die within 3 to 2 years. So the conditions in the Caribbean was harsher, and the influx of Africans coming into the Caribbean kept that African culture. And African Americans had to borrow a lot from the people, the whites that was around them, and the indigenous people. Yes, there was some African stuff there around. But my question is, what is a definite African American culture that is not mutual kind among whites or Native Americans? I know that they exist. I know people like
you fun.
Zornie Hurston wrote this stuff down. I know people We have Black anthropologists, but how much of this stuff are we keeping? How much of this stuff is being erased? How many things, even when she died until like up to date, have we not kept or we have just lost?
Can I say something before you go in, God Killer, really quick? I'm not gonna be long.
I already know this your topic. I already know.
It's a theme, no disrespect, but it's a theme that we constantly get badgered with as Black Americans. Like, what is your culture? And you didn't hold on to this, that, and the third. We are an amalgamation of the cultures that were here, that included all the cultures from Europe that were here, the indigenous cultures, and our African cultures. We're an amalgamation of that. And so we're not going to sit up here and act like that equates to no culture, because we can appreciate the different cultures of the Black world and say yay and big it up. But we're not all identical. We could celebrate each other's cultures and be happy with that. But when we start to say, well, yours is less than because you didn't hold on to more of this, that, and the third, that's not fair. Because, you know, some of the things in terms of this African spirituality, so to speak, one of the things that I remember that came up in conversation is about what are the things that we have retained as in Black America. And that's libations. You go in any hood, if somebody dies or whatnot, on any corner, they got a whole shrine on a regular basis to the young men and women that for whatever reason ain't with us no more. We pour libation. I mean, that's just one. That's one example. There's many others, but this whole like lessening, where we are as Black Americans juxtaposed to other groups. We're not doing that, because we can see the wonderment and the beauty and the rest of the Black world. Y'all gotta do the same for us. Stop making us feel like we are lost because we ain't doing it like y'all. That ain't cool.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that even in the Caribbean, you have that. There's parts of the culture in the Caribbean that is Native American in origin and European in origin. You have that. The problem is that I'm saying, like, what makes it African American culture different from any other African people who ancestors were enslaved?
But see, that's the thing.
I'm saying that there's more of a connection between us than there is apart.
We're not, but that's not even a conversation. We're just talking about our experience here. So we are an amalgamation of our experiences here. Right. It's not the same makeup as the makeup where you're from. So it ain't going to be identical, but that doesn't make it less than or greater. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, I never tried to insinuate that it was greater. I'm saying that it's made up of the same part.
Domo's in the back. Domo's in the back, and Juju said you can drop her to put them on.
No, and you're on an island.
I know you're on an
island. Like, so within America, you can find pockets of people that are like you would say in Jamaica, right? I'm Geechee, right? Mm-hmm. So amongst the Geechee Gullah, you have that some of the more raw components of African culture still intact because there wasn't a lot of mix in there. So you know, so in America is an amalgamation of many things. So you know what I'm saying? In terms of food, we eat rice. Africa, we eat okra. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all those components are here. You're only more locked into just because that you see it more centralized in Jamaica, but all the components are here and then some, because America's not it's not an island.
So we just need to, let me bring this to the forefront.
That still doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, brother. Everybody freeze. All you got to do is go to Encyclopedia Britannica, and you'll figure out who the fuck the African American is. Go to Wikipedia, right? They admit it's an ethnic group in America, bro. Like, that's not only anybody just trying to be funny. I'm not thinking you're trying to be funny, but it sounds like it. It says, here you go. African Americans are one of the largest of the many ethnic groups in the United States. African Americans are mainly of African ancestry, but have non-Black ancestry as well. It say African Americans are largely the descendants of enslaved people who were brought from their African homelands by force to work in the New World. It say their rights were severely limited, and they were long denied the rightful share in the economic, social, and political process of the United States. Nevertheless, African Americans have made basic and lasting contributions to American history and fucking culture, yo. So American culture that you call it fucking America, yo, the African Americans made lasting contributions to the shit. Basic and lasting contributions. So an African American is a person that was enslaved and has brought contributions to what the fuck you would call American culture.
Okay,
so
my whole
let me get that straight, and let me let Domo go. Go ahead, Mr. Domo. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the platform, man. What's up, Domo? I know this your subject, yo, so I definitely gotta let you in.
Oh, you already know he foaming at the mouth right now.
Hey, man. Because it's a few things that I feel like is flawed with the way that the conversation is happening. Like the fact that somebody affix their lips to say that there's nothing unique about Black American culture or about American culture or Black American culture when we look at culture in 2023, all of it has some resemblance of something that came in the past. American culture ain't unique. When we talk about like American, what Americans believe in, American thought, and all that shit, all that is an offshoot of European thought. And Americans clearly distinguish themselves from European. I mean, hell, we speak English. Like we can see how even American culture in and of itself is really an amalgamation of many other cultures that came together. The 13 colonies was many different groups of people who had different philosophies and different beliefs. All they knew was they didn't want to be British no more. That's really the only distinction. Even when we look at the rights, what we call like American rights, how American Dream was falsely characterizing rights as something that the United States federal government was given. No, the concept of rights stems from like English thinkers. It traces back further from that. But when we talk about how the Americans got it, it came from English thinkers. You can trace it back to Cyrus in Babylon when he freed the slaves and was like every human has their own right to pursue their lives as they would like to. Right. So none of this is new. None of this is unique. You feel me? All culture is when a group of people come together, and whether it's like minds, like language, like circumstances, like what happened to the different African cultures that came to America, and when they come together and the things that they produce is inherently culture. To say that it's not real culture because it looked like X and because that doesn't make sense. All of that is irrelevant. If you can see the uniqueness in Black American culture and how we speak English, right? Americans speak English different than the English do. Black people speak English different than most white Americans do. That's an example of culture, like how we articulate our words. I heard the brother asking, what's Black architecture? Yes, we have Black architecture. We have Black art. We have Black music. We have Black dance. Every example of culture that we could see, we can point and say this is something that we see in other places, but the way it's done uniquely for Americans or for Black Americans is what makes Black American culture. The term that we use to describe these type of arguments is purposely obtuse. We obfuscate the question of what is culture in order to argue against Black people having culture. That's ridiculous. There's nothing inherent about being an American other than the fact that niggas was born here.
Can I say my point?
Hold on. Like when the brother pointed out that when the brother pointed out that American is just a nationality, it's only propaganda that makes us think that it's otherwise. And one clear thing that we got to understand about American culture, outside of everything that was previously discussed, is that the basis of American culture, if we want to call anything uniquely or inherently American, is the idea of descent. Dissent from the populace, dissent from the government. That's why when we talk about what the rights are, so the freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, all of these things isn't the government saying, hey, we are allowing you to do these things. These are things that the government is saying that we cannot infringe upon. These are God-given rights. These are human rights that us as a government is saying that we can't touch. It's propaganda to believe that the government gives you your rights. It don't work like that. So there's a fundamental what we're seeing is a fundamental case of propaganda when we talk about America as if there is a monolithic single understanding of how America functions, and that because Black people have a different belief, different understanding, or even a perspective that's critical, one would say, well, yeah, you don't really appreciate being American. There's nothing more fundamentally American than being critical of America itself. The same way that that the colonies were critical of the tyranny of King George, when they created this country, they did so with the ability of the people to be able to speak out against the country.
So
and I'll stop right there. I could keep going, but I don't want to.
You still had another 20 minutes though.
I'm gonna be quick. So our whole point in all of this was to say that when we're talking about the African American culture and the broader cultures of Black people descendant of enslaved Africans, the things that it's comprised of are basically the same. So my whole thing is like,
what? You losing me, bro. Like I don't even know.
What? No. Again. You might be making a point. Let me hear.
No. Rewind that and make it make sense.
Yeah, rewind that. What you say? What?
The people of descendant of enslaved Africans, and you also have the indigenous people, whether they be in the United States or whether it be in the Caribbean or in South America, and you have the Europeans that colonized us. We have a similar makeup of those three groups of people. My whole thing is that since we have that, even though the experience and the history is different, those things connect us more than it tears us apart.
He just saying we got a shared experience. He's not saying. I know what you're going with.
Stop. I want to hear what he's saying.
A shared experience, Bobby. Not exactly alike.
We don't have a shared experience. We don't have a shared history.
There's some overlap.
We have the same components.
There's some overlap.
That's what I'm saying. We have the same.
I like that. There's some overlap.
I wouldn't say we have the same component.
No, there's overlap.
Even with that overlap though, like what makes the history is important is what the people experience. So yes, there was overlap. For the
slavery is overlap. Slavery is overlap.
Right. But how you develop the culture that comes out of slavery is different depending on whether you're enslaved or whether you're doing the slaving. That's what makes it unique. It's how do you experience these things to create the culture that come out of it.
African to African. Like Jamaica to African American. He's talking about. That's what I'm saying. A shared experience. I said it's overlap, even though.
But this is the thing. I'm willing to say that, like, even though we try to say, Black Americans today, we similar. But one thing I always say is, like, I'm a nigga from Kansas, right? A nigga from Kansas.
They had Black people living in Kansas.
Hey, Kansas City, we there, man. We there. But as a nigga from Kansas, when I'm communicating with niggas, from New York or out here in California, communicating with niggas in California, these niggas is different.
Right.
Of course.
Their culture is different. Like, so even amongst Black Americans, there's still no monolith. It's because the people that left the South and went to California, and the people that left the South and went to Chicago, those Black people end up developing different cultures, even though they both stem from people that came from the South. Now, will you find remnants of the South in the way that people in Chicago and the way that people in California or people in Kansas City talk and things that resemble each other? Yeah, some similarities. That's where that overlap take place. But we have to recognize that the difference in, again, our language, our dress, what matters to us. You know what I'm saying? The art that we produce, the music we produce, right? The reason why it's the difference between East Coast music and West Coast music, rap in the South and all of those types of things like that. Like what we're seeing is the multifaceted nature of culture happening in front of us. But when we only understand what something is through the lens of like the dominant culture, Black people are going typically get the short end of the stick because our culture has been routinely suppressed, ignored, and denigrated. And if we don't appreciate it, then that's where it's gonna stand up. Like anti-blackness. Okay, I would like to hear that disagree.
Culture out of all the Black diaspora cultures, African American culture is the biggest.
Right. But my point is, that's
so
my
you
point.
Agree that we have a culture then? Then you just say you agree that we have a culture. You just said it's the biggest. Our culture is the biggest.
My whole point is, what's the difference? Even if we have all the same makeup. That's what I'm saying.
What's the difference between, you want to know the difference between African American culture and say Jamaican culture?
I'm
not Jamaican. So I'm saying, like, what's the difference between
Let's read it. Let's read it.
I want to hear the question. The difference between African American culture and what culture?
The African American culture and the other African diaspora cultures.
Okay,
come on, they're in different landscapes. They had the cultures based around different trees, different fruits. I mean, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah,
so Black Canadian culture is different.
There's gonna be overlap, but there's also gonna be distinctions, bro. Like,
come on, bro. Listen, let's do this.
This is the same.
Come on, man. Can you hear me? My mic ain't up loud enough. God damn! I had to turn it up on y'all. Let me read this. first of all, man, let's get the damn likes up, man. This is a good. I had to change the damn title, man. Black to Egypt. I can't even put that in there.
I told you.
You just ain't go that way. You called it Sosa. Great. I think we need to have more of these conversations right
here.
Yeah,
I agree.
Kyle, where you at? Hit the fucking link, Kyle.
It's actually fun.
Hit the link, Kyle.
And for the record, American Dream has always held that view. So that wasn't nothing. He's always held that.
Brass never heard it before. Brass,
right or wrong, he's 10 toes down on that shit. So
down.
Take it like it is.
Hey, look, let's take a little break here, man. Get these likes up on this video, man. It's a great, healthy discussion between Jamaican Americans, Caribbean Americans, African Americans. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how the saying go. Anybody can get it. So look, man, let's keep it going, man. We having a good discussion, man. Get them likes up, man. Y'all already know how we do it around here, man. Get it going, right? Hit the likes up, man.
We need 60 likes. 60 likes.
Hit the like. How many likes we need?
We need 60.
That ain't the one. What's our song we played for that? Right here, ain't it? Right here. Hey, man, hit them likes though, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all at the Community Skeptics, man. We ain't gonna be here long because we're gonna migrate over to the Pseudo Killers, man. We're having fun tonight. It's Friday. Hit them cash apps, man. Hit them like buttons, man. Like and subscribe to both accounts.
Look, I said shout out to the edible. They got me feeling that it's quite questionable. The question who the flyest in a session or professional. Professionally stepping up the pedestal.
Y'all know what it is, man.
Testing is the testament to my testicular fortitude. And I'm obsessed and possessed by the oracle. More or less so let's go. 4 times 4, bars down the boardwalk, and I won't pass go. Alright, keep your mind spinning like tops. As I spin on the spinning rock, spinning through the universe, we getting dropped. They kinda hoping that I win and stop, but we keep it going, we just spin the block. Yep, a country boy like good gravy. Boys are good and lazy, coming up slim like young shady. But if you're thinking I'm crazy, since I work too, baby, my motto been fuck you, pay me. Don't scratch the surface. The most important thing is the day you figure your purpose. You into it, the universe, so you working. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect. Blunt hit different when it's perfectly perfect. Keep the grass, cause stay away from them serpents. You into it, the universe, so you working. Cause shit hit different when it's perfectly perfect. If I consume a mushroom and take flight, every time, man, a blind man can never lose insight.
Man, y'all know what it is,
like a ride you can't fight. Whenever my pen write, create a different energy to bend light, like black holes, random. Feel like every soul return to the nearest one on earth, but that's a different topic. But right now I'm feeling philanthropic. About to cash out of some juice, I feel the wheel to drop it. I don't watch presentations, I read publications. Competitions, a bad representation of what we chase.
Y'all know what it is, man. We back, man. We're having a great discussion. The title of the show was Black to Egypt, African American Reality or Scam. So maybe we should just keep African American Reality or Scam, right? And get out the Egypt part. And when we go to the pseudo killers, we finish that part, man. Sometimes, man, the conversation go where it go. So I think the thing that really got the shit kicked off when Brass threw the right hand at the Jamaican community, and then my man James came on because he's a Caribbean American, right? He was like, "Where's the African American culture?" So let me put this. Let's just go read the source material. I gave y'all Britannica, right? I told you encyclopedias are help you out. So, African American cultural history. I'm read right to here. Let's see. I'm gonna come right here. African cultures, slavery, slave rebellion, and the civil rights movement have all shaped African American religious, familial, political, and economic behaviors. So that's one of your answers right there, bro. You gotta have African culture. You gotta have slavery. Y'all check that box. Slave rebellions. I'm pretty sure y'all check that box, but y'all don't got this. This is essential right here. This had the whole world looking. Have all shaped African American religious, familiar. What's that? Familial, political, and economic behaviors. Watch this. The imprint of Africa is evident in a myriad of ways. In its politics, economics, language, music, hairstyles, fashion, dance, religion, cuisine, and worldview. It say throughout all of this, African Americans have created, watch this, just a checkmate piece, their own culture and unique history in the fucking United States. So anybody that don't understand that, yo, you just playing at this point, yo. It's in turn, African American culture has had a pervasive and transformative impact on, watch this, many elements of mainstream American culture.
Correct.
I don't want to read y'all to death, but I want to touch y'all up with that. Lord knows there's thousands of books written on the subject matter of African culture, African American culture.
But there is a civil rights movement in the Caribbean. There's several.
Never heard of it before.
Right, because you're American focused. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. American exceptionalism.
Oh, so
it's like
you just fighting. So you just want.
No, I'm not just fighting this, because you also got Stokely Carmichael who came up with Black Power. His family, he was born in the Caribbean, in Trinidad. I'm
born in America, nigga. I came up with Black African Power. I don't use Stokely shit. I use Brother Ankh shit. Black African Power. That's my shit. Ain't nobody's shit. So we can have our own shit from America. It's called Black African Power.
And to be clear, Stokely was a student of Malcolm X. And what he was doing was that was the evolution of Black nationalism. So while pre-Black Panther and pre-Stokely and all of that, it was just Black nationalism. And then once the young folk got riled up, they said Black Power. They just started yelling Black Power. And actually, it wasn't even Stokely the first person who said it. But that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother. We don't gotta do that.
You tried us, yo. You tried us.
Malcolm X's father part of. He's part of the UNIA, right? And who would that start?
America.
No,
that's America, yo.
Y'all act like we don't know who Marcus Garvey is.
Marcus had to come from Jamaica. Why nobody? The Jamaican wasn't listening to him. Don't get me started now. Hold on, wait.
African Americans, bro. We all connected, man. That's my
wait.
We connected, James. Yes.
James, I want to talk. James,
nobody's saying that we're not.
James, we accept you as African American, James. Come on, James. You say that, yo.
We all connected.
Even if they not, like, even if the people of the island ain't African American, they Black.
They Black. Right.
Yeah, they Black. That's really African American is the respectability politics phrase that we use because we don't want to be called a color and we want to make sure we adhere to our Americanness.
Yeah. But wouldn't we say this if we saw a Black person from say we say she Black, but she ain't black?
Yeah, James.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, what that is, I think that's kind of just the nationalism that kind of come with being American. You feel me?
There's a nationality also term. It ain't just about color with us too, because that Black is actually connected to African American. It's the damn, the synonymous. So we say, yeah, she Black, but she ain't black, meaning she Black, like, yeah, we all Black. But she ain't American. She ain't African American.
Black like black like. I mean, but what title do you think is more significant, Black or African American?
I think Black American.
I think African American.
From my heart, I would say Black.
I say Black American.
I would say African American because
I personally think it would be
with a color. Like, I would turn towards land, and you know what I mean. So my heartstrings Black, but
I'm trying to tug on them heartstrings. That's what matters. That's where it's live.
Yeah, but let's think
What's
about
up, Kyle? Where the hell you been at?
Well, I've been taking the hiatus, man. Tired of you Negroes, man. Goddamn Africans.
I was mad at you for a month.
I'm sorry.
I was mad at you for a month. It don't even last a month.
Set and Ron been on here and they haven't spoken. I just want to be fair. Set, Imhotep, and Ron.
African American can go
Stop,
first.
Bobby. Stop right there.
No, I'm joking.
Set and Ron.
Ron go get it in. Trust.
Go ahead, Set.
I'm not in a rush. I'm listening right now. There's a lot that's good, but I expect that I, unlike other people, might be asked to bring out evidence of this, that, and the other. So I'm just not even. I'm listening right now.
We already know you from an island.
Island man.
Yeah, of course. It's kind of hard to hide that from the island.
On the island, yo. For real. You still on the damn island, goddammit. Kyle, what's up?
I was going to jump in real quick and say, how's everybody doing first?
What's up,
And
Ron?
great conversation. I tend to agree with Brother Ankh and Sister Tiffany, Brother Brass on this, because I think that we Black people in America, we have to hold on to that, to our history. If you think about our history in this country, just like Ankh was showing a few minutes ago, we were brought here to pick cotton and to pull tobacco and cultivate rice. That was our primary reason for being here. With the advent of the Industrial Revolution, the need for Black labor became less and less, and clearly the American government wanted to know, well, what we're going to do with these people. Obviously, we were not brought here to be full citizens, so we had to fight for our citizenship, and that's what we've done over the course of hundreds of years. And we can't now put our heads in the sand and say, well, oh, that's over, because it's not. We as Black people know those conversations that we have to have with our sons, with our daughters, when they go out at night, when they face the police. There's no other group in this country that even talks about stuff like that, like we have to talk about with our kids. We have a unique place in this country, and maybe even in the world, but since I don't live in other countries, I can only speak for America. We have this unique situation that we find ourselves in today, and so we have to hold tight to our history. We have to cultivate our interactions with one another to make sure that we are all on the I won't say that we all should think alike, but I would say that we all should understand that our situation here is unique and be more understanding of why we act the way we act from time to time. Because, I mean, that's just on the social system. But then you think about from an epigenetic perspective, the things that the horrors and the environment that we found ourselves in 1619 up to today, all of that was imprinted on our genetics as well, which also have an impact on us. I mean, there's a reason why Black people are at the bottom from a health perspective or socioeconomic perspective. There's reasons for that all have to do with how we found ourselves in this country. Now, the miracle of it all is that how we work our ways out of this, how we worked our way out of this for some of us, but not for all of us. The majority of Black people are still in those situations, and we have to continue to work to try to find ways and methodologies to get out of these situations, from education through economics through socio whatever sciences, to be able to get out of these things. And I think that's what we have to hold on to. So yeah, I won't let anybody from a different country come to this country and tell me that, oh, you got to forget about being Black, you got to forget about that. That's ridiculous, and I will never allow anybody to say that to me.
All right, where you at, Kyle?
Yo, I'm right here, man. This is a very interesting conversation that we're having, but I also think it's a very, very first world problem that we're having, because when we first got brought to the Americas, we didn't have the luxury to sit back and argue the nuances behind the features or the factors that unified us. This is the same thing you look on social media. You see the gender wars, you see the wars between where I want to go on first dates. Now we're having these wars because we live in the point of luxury. We can have these intricate and nuance-based arguments, but these are not the arguments that our ancestors had when they was claiming to be African American. They had an argument is that, hey, we are humans too. We do not need to be treated like this, and we're gonna fight and live and die for these human rights. And now that I see people come on these platforms and say that we should just disavow that and just let that stuff go and be American, I'm not letting go of my culture. My culture is a culture that fights. My culture is the one that survives, because all of us is here. We're descendants of people who were fighters. We are not the descendants of quitters. The quitters are already dead. We are the descendants of the strongest people in the world that endured chattel slavery and fought through it and made it and survived and did what was necessary. This is the same thing that you see in the neighborhoods that surround us today, people fighting for survival and fighting to get through this. Now, when that happens, you have a mixed group of individuals from different ethnic groups that was fused together, and we have created a Creole culture in America, and we have deemed to call ourselves African American. And I'm not going to let that go, because you don't tell the Chinese Americans not to call themselves Chinese. You don't like none of y'all folks don't ever go on to the people from Mongolia say, hey, stop being Mongolian. You don't never say that. Like, but you don't ever tell the Jews stop being Jewish in America and keep their culture. Why do y'all feel the need to come on to the people that you come from and tell them to stop being the exact thing that made you the successful person that you are today? Because you held on to your culture. You held on. You always say this is the American dream. You always come on here and say how proud you are of being Jamaican. But why don't you let that go? Why don't y'all let go being from the Caribbean islands? Why don't y'all let go from being English American, English black, whatever y'all call yourselves? Y'all don't never let any of that stuff go. But then you come here and want us to let it go so you can feel happy and so you can feel accepted into our culture. Our culture is what we are. You know, if you don't like it, you don't have to be a part of it. But this is African American. We are the people from the diaspora in the North and Southern Americas and the Caribbean islands, and we have shared culture. Inside of culture, you have individual or subcultures that will develop. Like Domo said earlier, you have people on the West Coast that don't share the exact same culture as me, but we are culturally related. We have the same struggles. We come from the same combined ethnic group of people. Why is that such an issue for y'all? That's my question. Like, why is that such an issue?
Just so you know, American Dream said he does not value his Jamaican ancestry over American values and whatnot. He already cleared that up. Slow down.
Slow down.
Well, I don't know. Mine might be a little different. I definitely don't value Trinbagonian, what do you call it, cultural identity over, let's say, Pan-African identity.
Read this. Let me read this part for you. Come in. Hold on. Right here. Where I stop right here. Okay. It says, let me go ahead. In turn, African American culture has a persuasive and transformative impact on many elements of mainstream American culture. This process of mutual creative exchange is called creolization. They say over time, the culture of African slaves and their descendants has been ambiguous in its impact on not only the dominant American culture, but on world culture as well. Yeah, so we got an impact on world culture too. So I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can't throw away that. I told y'all, that that filament that Louis Latimer put together, that shit was deeper than anything the Egyptians thought they could ever do. So I don't know what y'all be talking about. I was like, man, really? If you go look at your damn light bulb, the shit be gone out in 3 minutes. If not for him, he didn't invent the fucking light bulb, but he made the filament better. All right. So there you go. So go ahead, brother who lives where you live at, brother Set. We live at Set. I know. I want the audience to know we live at Mississippi.
Currently I live in Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, okay. So there you man, James. He said he don't give a damn about that culture. But go ahead.
I don't know if I said that exactly. Maybe I did though. Yeah, maybe I did though. I really don't.
Hold on, hey James, you told me the other day you was proud of your
somebody else can't let him
your Trinidadian roots. You told me that on the
can't let him finish his statement.
No, he lying back and forth, Kent.
I'm saying because he told me the other day that he was proud of his
somebody
roots.
Else, bro. That's not James talking. That's somebody else. That's somebody else.
I mean, my bad.
Go ahead, Seth.
What did I say, Kent?
See,
when I said be proud of your Trinidadian roots or whatever, you was like, you are proud of them, right?
No, I don't remember saying that. But in any case,
you don't remember yesterday when we had that?
No, sir. But in any case, if I did say that, I don't know.
He changed his mind.
I don't know why I would have phrased that like that. In any case, my Trinidadian ancestry and Trinidadian cultural heritage is two totally different things. In the first place, I am a peculiar example because I wasn't even born in Trinidad. My parents are from Trinidad, but the way I was brought up was very, let's say, sequestered from a lot of Trinbagonian culture and that kind of stuff as well. So, Trinbagonian culture, culture itself is made up.
He was sequestered from that culture. He was raised. Primarily American?
English? Like horse riding Sosa?
No. He was like isolated.
I didn't.
What's the word
I
for
was
horse
isolated
ride?
from
What's it
it.
called?
Yeah.
The question.
No, you're
He's
talking about
isolated from the Trinidad type.
I'm playing, yo. Come on, yo. That's like this.
So what?
In any case,
more Americanized or English?
Both as well, actually. We got a lot of American culture through the television and a lot of British. I shouldn't even say English because the woman is Irish, but Irish culture in the primary school. But the point though being that Trinbagonian culture itself is not even necessarily an amalgam, but like a platter where all the different sections for different food are the section out. Like that's what Trinbagonian culture is like. We got Indian culture here. We've got different types of African cultures here. We have different specific African retentions here. Different types of we have Indian Muslims. We have African Muslims. So like I was kind of asking Kyle in the chat. I don't know if he really understood the context of my question, but it's like, well, it's fairly easy, or I would say it's easier for African Americans to be able to see that you guys have like a contiguous culture, but for somebody like me living in Trinidad, like our cultures, depending on what your racial ancestry is, or where you grew up, or where you went to primary school, you might encounter different aspects of different cultures in Trinidad and Tobago. But as far as I'm concerned, at least, to say that there is a specific Trinbagonian culture, because like I speak for Trinidad for the most part, I can't even speak for Tobago. Tobago has a totally different, well, not totally, but
hold on, is this mixing up with the conversation? Where you at?
I don't know. I'm talking about. Hopefully not.
They go different. Is it? Did I miss something?
Point. It's
all right,
good.
go ahead. They say you're on point.
The nuances. We get to see the nuances.
I did the Sarnetta thing, but at least I ain't drop a bomb coming back in.
The nuances and the expression. I think it's really. It is really important to hear the nuances. Go ahead, Seth.
Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it there because I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah.
That's how I saw that come back. I ain't listening to shit you were saying. He come back in with the.
Y'all crazy.
Another TV, man.
Oh wow!
He said he had a question for Kyle when you left off.
Oh, kind of way, yeah. Basically, that like it's easy enough for it's easier for African Americans basically to avow a particular like Black culture. But when I heard him speak just now, he was kind of including Caribbean people into the African American thing, which is not something I hear a lot of American people do. So I can't actually direct this at him anymore because his definition of African American also includes Caribbean people, and there'll be subcultures under the African American culture as well. So I don't really have any, contention anymore.
But you remember what Domo said about the United States of America? Like, there's every area has subcultures. So so even our Black culture is varied across the country. Just saying.
Oh yeah, basically that's what I thought I understood from what he was saying.
Okay, cool.
And so yeah, that's why I just didn't have any contention anymore. Yeah, but also, to kind of speak,
culture is going to involve the Civil War, Vietnam, like like you said, Martin Luther King, and you be Malcolm X, like that's what I mean, like that's when we hone in on African American culture, like that's where we at with it. I mean, that's not to say any
Jim Crow laws, enslavement, Jim Crow laws, segregation, civil rights movement. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at when we say African American culture.
Yeah,
like the African American would never think Trinidad and Tobago. That's not to say there's anything wrong with Trinidad and Tobago, but from his perspective, he would not even venture off on that land.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Cuisine is different. Cuisine is different.
It's just the terminology. That's all it is.
It ain't, yo.
Something
fish different. Y'all make fish different, right? Fish different.
Technically, our United States. America refers to everything over here.
What?
Colloquially, when you say the United States, y'all say American. That's a colloquial term.
Yeah, all of us are American. It's
everybody. South America,
Caribbean, South America, Central America.
Right.
It's the Americas. The United States is the only country over here that has America affixed to the name. So that's why we use the word America a lot for our nationality.
And that's why I prefer saying Black America, Black American, because I think it's important to make distinctions while simultaneously celebrating the beauty and wonderment of everyone else.
You know, when we say to America, we don't mean nowhere else but America. Stop it.
Well, because we live in America. You go outside of America, they think it's weird.
Yeah, but that's not our worldview, bro. We don't see
everybody else.
You go, hold on.
They are African American in South America, but we don't call them African
Let me
American.
say this. Let me say this.
I mean,
y'all remember when Russia and Ukraine was fighting, and they was trying to cross over to Poland? When a nigga say he was an American, they didn't think the goddamn Caribbean, bro. All right, I'm tired of playing this game.
Wait, how
you say, dog? I'm an American, man.
Yeah, you know what that means, bro.
They was like, oh shit, let them go. Yeah. You look just like your African brother. They was like, where you from? I'm from Kenya. They was like, you're done, son. You can't go. Yeah. I'm telling you, dog. They ain't say you from Caribbean. If you just said you was Caribbean American, they be like, you from the United States, right?
Yeah. If you South America, your ass was
sure. Oh, nigga. Oh, if you from Jamaica, you're done, nigga. You're done.
You
say I'm a Jamaican American, they gonna let you cross over, bro.
So hold on. So a Canadian is not an American,
A Canadian?
They not a ain't that
a part of the Americas?
Right. That's what
we're saying about the Caribbean.
No. Hold on. Wait. A Canadian American is a person that came to America and got American citizenship.
What?
Yeah, you're Canadian. They don't. Let's look it up.
Canadian. No, you don't have to belabor that. though. You just said that the Canada is in the
I'm
Americas.
talking about being a citizen. Are y'all being funny right now?
It's different, man.
No, bro.
You're a citizen of the United States. Hold on. You're a citizen of the United States of
United
America.
States of America.
Yeah, yo.
Right.
United States. Don't leave it out.
The United States of America is the country. The continent is North America. So they are American, just like it's 54 states in Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all African, but one can say I'm Kenyan. We don't take the African away from the different people or countries in Africa. So why do you take the American away from the different countries in America? That's crazy.
Hey, but look, if a Canadian got caught in Beirut, he ain't gonna say, I'm an American. And they go say, I'm a Canadian.
But it's this conversation.
Try it. I dare you try
it. People over there. You know what I'm saying?
No, this conversation about blacks in America.
Nah, nigga, I'm telling you, yo, you're gonna get stuck in another country if you try the Canadian card, yo. I'm gonna look it up.
This is about blacks. This conversation is about blacks in America. We understand that the continent of North America includes Canada, but we're talking about Black Americans here in the United States. That's very clear from this conversation.
Yeah, because they'll tell you the largest collection of African Americans actually in South America, because they're part of the Americas. You know what I mean? But people in, when one say they're American, they understand exactly what we mean.
Canadian, American, man, you're Canadian, nigga.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
They don't say they're American.
They'll say the same thing about white people. If a white person is in a foreign country, say I'm American, they think the United States. They don't think Canada. They don't think.
Yeah, you gotta stop it.
It's just like everybody.
Canadian citizenship. It's Canadian, yo. Canadian. They don't say Americans. Nowhere on here, yo. Where is it at? Okay, the word Canadian originally applied to the French from Canadien to the colonists residing in the north part of the New France, Quebec. Yeah, I don't say nothing about what you're saying, yo.
Hey, but you know what? Where I'm at, it used to be part of Canada.
It used to be
part of Quebec territory.
Okay.
So things are always changing. So parts of America
were nowhere American in this motherfucker. The whole Wikipedia article, there is no word called American. Hold on.
Things are always changing. Huh? Well, let's wait till it change, but let's not jump the gun.
It's the United States of America. I mean, that's why we shorten it by saying Americans.
Watch that. Hold on.
Yeah, United States of America, not to be confused with them other Americans, niggas, like USA America.
That's right.
That's what they mean, bro.
All right, y'all see this? All right, look, here it on the screen. Let me show you something. On the whole Wikipedia article, right? Go to the whole Wikipedia article right here. What I did was I typed in American, right? And I don't see that word American nowhere on the whole Wikipedia article, yo. The British made what? Furland available to the British settlers on the easy terms. More settlers arrived during and after the American rep. See, nope. Yeah, bro. And let me see, Chinese, Indian, Vietnamese, Jamaicans. Let me see, during the 1960s, the early 1970s, Canada received many American veterans. All righty, of course. Remember that?
Yeah,
bro.
definitely
Oh,
America,
okay. Here you
North
go.
America.
Okay. Ethnic ancestry. Okay, European, North American, Asian, North American Indians, Central and South Americans. Okay, they got a little 2%. Okay. Africa 3.9. All right. Yeah. I don't see what you were saying though. That shit almost sounded good though.
What? When you look at Canada, it's still a country in North America.
No, he just saying, yeah, I agree. We agree. It's in North America. That's not even.
Yeah, okay, but y'all, he was trying to say something else.
So is Mexico, nigga.
He was throwing a curveball. He was trying to throw that curve. I don't see that curve.
Yeah, so is Mexico. It's definitely North America. That's a fact.
Yeah, ain't nobody arguing that, but I'm saying you ain't gonna run around, holler out your mouth in the middle trying to get across the fucking border when they blowing up Ukraine, talking about I'm a Canadian. No, you're not. You better say you're an American.
Hey, as a Jamaican, right? Can you freely leave Jamaica and just come to the United States?
Hell no.
Do you have to get a visa?
Deport that nigga. So talk to them. Don't talk to us about the rules and regulations. How about that?
There's nuance. So there's overlap and there's distinctions, bro. That's all we're saying. Like, and they ain't hating.
You ain't gonna act like it all blend together flawlessly because it don't. They deport your ass. I know had a lot of dudes, yo.
But it ain't y'all. It's the white man.
Huh?
It's the white man that deports you.
White man, what?
No, it's not, man. It's the law.
Now you take it to the African American because we saying you ain't got because you got to get a visa. I ain't make the rules.
That's crazy, yo.
If it was up to me, I'd let you come, bro. Straight up. Like,
if it was me, everybody could come. See? Yeah, right. You say about that, Miss Tiff. Don't let everybody in, huh? Y'all trying to let everybody in.
What about the Mexicans? They Native Americans.
Nah, I live in New York City, so nah. We going through a whole situation over here right now because we had those wide open arms.
Mr. P, my man.
Now the only thing they can promise people that are coming here is a blanket. That's it.
I need to worry about that rent going.
Are you saying the mayor made a mistake, Sister Tiffany?
Yep.
I thought they forced them to New York. I think they was coming from another place and they bust them there on purpose, right?
Yeah, it was. The southern states, the Republicans was trying to teach liberals a lesson, and
a hell of a lesson. That was
like, okay, that's what you want. You got it.
Yeah, they actually calling down because American Dream ain't here to just keep fanning these flames.
Yeah, no, your man James was a little bit Caribbean. He was a little bit. They felt the juice. They was like, oh man,
I'm not even Caribbean, bro. I'm African American.
Why are you fighting like?
You just said you was 16. It don't count. I'm playing.
I wasn't 16. Yo, I was born there, bro.
Where was you born at? In America?
Yes, I said my birth certificate said Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
You did say that. So why you doing that? Why you not acting like an African American? You supposed to be on your side.
I'm just saying that, hey man. I'm just trying to knock the American.
You tricked me. I knew it.
He's trying to be anti the white man. I get it, bro.
Trying to be anti white.
I get it.
Like the white man did this all by himself. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. He ain't did that all by himself. No, some of them African tribes did that over there. I'm real with it.
God, man, I hate that, yo. No, I mean as far as all the shit that went well had to be because of white people in here. That's crazy. Man, I just gave a whole schmeal on how we made them. Look at the documents that they wrote. Yeah, and then it's a plethora of wars we fought in. Civil War. Revolutionary. I don't mention that. All kind of shit. The Revolutionary War.
Spanish-American War.
Shit. Right there, getting shot at.
Man. Fighting with Native Americans, fighting against Native Americans.
Buffalo soldiers.
Shit. Well, we was all sides of the fight. We fought on all sides, bro.
All sides. Crazy.
Just to go right back to Jim Crow.
Yeah, that was funny. That's what I'm saying. That's wild, yo. You fighting the Civil War just to end up in Jim Crow.
Yeah, the South, because that was a reaction, the Southern states' reaction to the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, it say the Black Power movement of the 60s and 70s followed in the wake of the nonviolent civil rights movement. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Damn.
Yeah, because that's where you start seeing like because they found a loophole in the 14th Amendment. They would say, well, okay, free, equal, right? Like they start seeing like separation. It's separate, but it's equal. I'm saying, since I got a private business, then I'm gonna have blacks in, but they got to be in the back. I'm saying they found a loophole, and then they started working with that little loophole. Yeah,
here you go. Look, this is interesting. Let's see how well that worked out. Hold on, let me see. Right here, African American culture. It says, okay, the Black Power movement of the 1960s and 70s followed in the wake. Okay, y'all know what the wake is. Like when the ship go by, there's a wake to come out of that. So it's within that, right, of the nonviolent civil rights movement. It said the movement promoted radical pride.
Racial.
I'm not fault. Racial pride. That's why I say radical.
Yeah, they niggas be
racial
like,
pride.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Okay. Black pride in the United States is a movement which encourages black people to celebrate African American culture. Damn, they messing it up. Because they don't even say that. They say they think y'all be thinking that black pride means study Egypt, don't they, yo?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Y'all done messed it up.
Hell yeah.
Y'all done messed it up. They messed it up, yo. Oh man. Oh man.
But I tried to give them Egypt back, yo. I told them how they can. I told them how they can appreciate Egypt.
There is ain't no pyramids in West Africa. Y'all had that shit. Straight up. Straight up and down. Y'all keep that shit. That's all you, bitch.
Oh man. Black arts movement. Okay. All right, man. We need to get into the Egyptian conversation, yo. We need to do that on the Citadel Killers, man. We need to get some traffic moving over there for the Friday night festival. Got 119 in the building, man. Appreciate everybody came back. Let me see. Y'all show some loves. Think y'all did. Let me shout out all the people, man, that support the program. Y'all know we got a daggone special guest coming, man. I'm gonna have to talk to the Citadel Killers. A couple of them I already know. It's in the working, right? I don't want to jinx it. Look at him. That's African American culture. Think you can jinx something. Shit even gonna happen or it's not. But we're gonna have a special interview coming, man, to settle this Egyptian argument. Now it's time to rely on the damn experts, is what we're gonna do. All day, every day. Gonna bring the experts in to see what they have to say about Black Egypt. Tired of playing with y'all, man. Tired of YouTube scholarship. Enough is enough. Let the voices be heard, man. Man, y'all listen to the community skeptics, man. We great go over there to the pseudo killers. Think I can I set that up now? Kent. Where Kent go? Hey, Sosa.
Yo.
So what discussion, what day y'all gonna have the brain discussion, man? Let me set up the show.
Sunday.
I'm gonna set up
it's gonna be Sunday. So yeah, y'all tap in, man. We're gonna deal with what is it, the dopamine in the brain, the brain network. Yeah, so that's what we about to do Sunday, man. 6:45 p.m. in between the last two games, 4 o'clock game and the 8 o'clock game.
Y'all trying to squeeze that shit in. Y'all crazy.
And don't forget Beyond the Cosmos with Juju and Anthony. We're gonna talk about when two neutron stars collide. It's gonna be on Wednesday.
Beyond the Cosmos. Beyond the Cosmos?
Outside the universe.
Yeah,
beyond the Big Bang, nigga. We
I'm not sure. Is that what the Egyptians are?
Yeah, beyond the singularity,
nigga. Beyond the Cosmos. Kent gave us the title, so Kent pseudo there.
Kent, we
got I rock with him. Nah, they do a good job though, man. I was
we talking about the title right now, Kent. Mr. Kent, sir.
We beyond the singularity.
Beyond the singularity?
Beyond the singularity.
Hey, they can't even speak. They can't even see us. They can't even see us because of the cosmic radiation.
That's a little spooky, but I'm comfortable in my spooky and pseudo. But anyway, yeah, when two neutron stars collide, that's the topic of our conversation. Still on James Webb Space Telescope newest discoveries.
Yeah, I was going to be beyond the cosmos, but I want to hear about the singularity when you get there too. Though.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about neutron stars though.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna be doing Wednesday at 7 p.m. Join us.
Wednesday.
I'm out.
That's right.
Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Is anybody
6 p.m.
Will
Central.
anybody else be invited after
5
y'all
p.m.
break
Mountain.
down y'all?
4 p.m.
Will anybody else be invited after y'all break down y'all knowledge, or y'all just the hell with y'all niggas? I get it.
Oh, you want to be a guest?
No, go ahead.
Let me consult my co-host, and we'll get back to you. Okay?
See, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Miss Juju. I kind of, you know what? I was listening to that shit. I said, that's a good motherfucking show right there.
Y'all can hear me?
Nope.
No, my title was Beyond the Stars. I ain't seen nothing but no damn Beyond the Cosmos.
You said Beyond the Cosmos.
I'm looking at
an adjustment.
I got the receipts.
Well, the galaxies are beyond the stars, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Beyond the Stars.
The galaxies are beyond the stars. Is that right?
Huh?
And galaxies made up of stars.
I mean, with those
prior to there's a plasma prior to stars and shit being created.
The only stars we can see are the ones in our galaxy, though, right?
No.
Or can we?
Nope.
We got the James Webb Space Telescope right now, dear.
Yeah,
that exoplanet is not particularly like in our well,
it's in our galaxy, right?
Not in our solar system.
Yeah, it's in our galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like the closest galaxy to us is Andromeda system, right?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, and we can see it. We've been to see it.
We see the light.
We've been seeing it though. That's fact.
We've been
seeing it. Shoot, we can see other universes with the James Webb Telescope. So we got to open our minds.
Universe is, yo.
I mean,
other galaxies.
See, that's the title that's getting you, yo. Beyond the Stars, yo.
Yeah, Beyond the Stars, man.
I'm beyond the cosmos.
Like I said, Juju.
No, you said cosmos. I got the receipts, and I'm gonna show everybody.
I want to see it. I want to see it first.
He got you.
I'm looking right at my junk. But go ahead.
We welcome all our pseudo friends. So beyond the cosmos it is.
Really?
Well, listen, it's a great time to give me feedback. I've been asking all week, and you ain't.
All right, well, we can change it. We only one episode in. Shit, we can definitely get the hell. We only one episode in. Okay, my fault.
Can't change it.
Can yo?
Oh boy, I can't stand y'all. I'm out. Yeah, but Wednesday at 7 p.m. Don't forget that when two neutron stars collide. Stick to that. Thank you very much.
That's gonna be hard.
All right, we got it.
That's gonna be hard. All right, we got the other thing. Hey man, let me. Okay, so we got the other joint set up. We got the pseudo killer set up. Right, we got 120,000 in the building, man. Man, hit the cash app, man. Let's see where we at, man. Let me see who's showing love here. I'm gonna shout everybody out, man, to support the show, man. Okay, so we got, man, where did it go? Okay. LaShawn, I see you. Appreciate that. That's love right there all day long, yo. Who else we got? We got Morris, man. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Brazilian Monk, man. Appreciate you, man. Peace, man. Hey, Smalls, man. I see you, man. Pseudo Killer Army, man. That's love, man. Hey, Edwards, I see you, man. I see you, man. Hey, Byron, man. That's some love right there, man. All right. Guaranteed, too. Uh-huh. Appreciate that. Hold on. Hold on. Brass. It's my man right there, yo. Appreciate that. All right, there you go, man. Look, man, we about to hit over there to the pseudo killers, man. Let me see. That's what I'm gonna do for the pseudo killers on the panel. Y'all gonna jump on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the thing for y'all, man. If y'all gonna join, if y'all don't want to join, y'all don't got to. Let me grab the link from over here real quick for y'all. All right. There you go. Let me get back over here. All right, I'm gonna put this link in the private chat for y'all. All right, that's the link for the private chat right there. Let me see if I can get there. Y'all know y'all should be subscribed to the Pseudo Killers, man. All right, we can get over there in a minute, man. Look, man, it's a good show, man. We talking about Black Egypt over there, yo. Yeah, all y'all Egyptian maniacs and all that, man, you're welcome to participate, man. There's some sources that I would like to critique, okay? And we're gonna get right into it, yo. We break you down one pylon at a time. That's how we do it around here on the Pseudo Killers, man. We going in, right? Appreciate everybody that's over there that's gonna come through. All right. The clock is ticking. We all at, man. All right. Man, y'all know what it is, man. Look. For real, that's what we want y'all to do, man. We want y'all to upgrade y'all homework, man. All right. Man, upgrade everything, man. That's how we get out of here, man. Bobby Banging, man, your host, man. You going over. Yeah. Man, we doing it big as a Friday, man. We're gonna have a good strong hour over there, man. It's gonna be some fun, right? Where the Gypsomaniacs at? We challenging you. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, upgrade that, man. Man, y'all listen to the family of shows, man. The Serial Killer, the Skeptics, man. Man, shout out to Dr. Mayant, man. Continuity, man, which I'm a proud part of. You know it. All day, every day, man. We keeping it right, keeping it tight, man. Hey. Big up to DQ, man. Big up to all the people that was in the building, man. Jesus Christ, man. I see you, Mr. Bennett. Serial Killer Army. Business African. What it do? Juju. Serial Killer Official. Gemini. The Goddess. The whole effing show. Hey man, get out them toxic relationships, yo. Upgrade your shit. Regaining my peace. Shout out to my Virgo women cooking the feast. Got a Pisces, stay in the hood. That girl a freak. Hey man, grab that link out of there, man. Ain't for me, but it's on key. Cause certain upgrades cost a fee. Look, get that cash up out the door. Y'all know what it is, man. Known to provide the vibe. This, man. We ain't afraid to be Black Americans, man. We Black and we proud over here. Love studying African culture, man. Community skeptics, man. We ain't believing in ghosts. Clearly understand what culture is around here, man. Strong foundation, man. We got a lot of interviews coming up, man. And just stick with us, man. There's always a lot of surprises, man. Get some events going, man. We can all come out those things. Y'all know what it is, man. About to raise some cane. Man, upgrade that, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Ebony Knowledge, you know what it is. Black Light, see you. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. We doing it big. Hey. 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 Hey, man, look, man. My name is Bobby Banger, man. I'm the host, man. The Community of Skeptics, man. We on our way over here right now. I already hit the live button, man. Look, man, appreciate all the support, man, with that, man. We out. Catch y'all in the morning time, man.